Hello and welcome to the Graying Gamer segment. My name is Justin Gray, TheGrayingTech. Thank you for following and finding my channel. Click the like button, click the subscribe button, ring the bell if you want to know when I go up and post more content, and most importantly, please share with somebody that might be interested in what I am doing and what content that you are seeing. This is actually my fourth stream for Satisfactory. This factory is v3.0. I have reconfigured everything now twice. The second time, I showed my friend Houston, we recorded a great stream, and there was no sound. I forgot to turn the sound on in OBS. Oops, I'm still learning about this stuff. Okay, so a little bit of a tour as it goes to black, and just like magic, it finally picks it back up. Okay, so I've moved the hub. Now we are at the more traditional location. Most people are going to start in this planet. It's a good planet. We started off very traditional way of putting the hub pretty much as immediately where we saw it, built around it, built flat. And now we are building up. So I have hypertubes all over the factory. I've color coded them to represent the various places that they go. And I have everything now routed here to the central location. So these are industrial storages full. Whoa, that one's not. Interesting. Which one are you? I think that's screws. I think I finally depleted my supply of screws. Yes, I have. So I'm now doing manufacturing, and I am overclocking and trying to get as much of these pieces done as fast as possible. These manufacturers do not go fast. They are very slow, in fact. And so just trying to speed those up a little bit. So you can see the idea is bring everything here to this central location. I know it's spaghetti, c'est la vie. Central location, and then to basically feed the elevator, we're going to create these manufacturers, assemblers, whatever it's going to take, and feed them directly into the elevator to get to, I think we're working on tier 3 at this point. Let's go up and see. Tier 3. Yes. Okay. Well, okay. So project 3, tier 7 and 8. So we need 2,500 versatile frameworks. That's easy. We could knock that out right now. This one is the complicated one. This requires the turbo engine, or is that a motor? Modular engine. I think that might just be a regular motor, so that one's actually not too hard. Okay, so advanced wire, circuit, heavy-duty modular frame, computer. I think that might just be a regular motor. And if that's what that is, that's okay. So this one we have everything ready to go. This one we would have to reconfigure the advanced assembler project, doable. And this one we would have to do the smart plate assembler project. This actually isn't that hard. We have a lot of this already being fed into the main hub area here. And you can see we are also producing, so this is making my computers. I cheated a little bit and just stored them back here. All right, so this is the main hub area, and this is the way I'm basically building off of this one. Now, the coolest spot right now is where I've been working here recently. Like I said, I have hypertubes all over. You can see a giant field of coal processing and coal power generation. We're going to go inside of a mountain, outside of the mountain. Here we have oil being processed into plastic and some electricity, coal, and that's where our insulated, not steel. No, it is steel. Insulated steel beams is being processed. This coal plant here is 240. That's awesome. All right, so as we're on our way, a couple things I wanted to talk about. So, Ampere, current pricing, wow, they are really going for it, and in not a good way. I really hope that the rumors aren't true, but it looks like the equivalent of the 2080 Ti is going to run people 14 to 18, maybe even $2,000. That's too much. Simply put, NVIDIA is just being way too greedy. I know the rumor is GDR6X and very fast memory, and a lot of that very fast memory. That's going to push people more towards alternatives like PlayStation, Microsoft, cloud. Yeah, I don't really know what NVIDIA's really truly thinking there. Like, that's an insane price. And more reason why we need competition, right? That's where Big Navi is supposed to come in. That's why we need AMD actually competitive again. All right, so this is where I'm creating circuits. These go all the way back to the hub. You can see I have numerous oil processing going on here, numerous oil processing going on here, and all of this is now being fed into this power plant. You can see a whole lot being put in, and I'm just checking the fuel to make sure that we are buffeting. Yes. Okay. So we're buffering. Checking here because I was, yeah. So I'm fully utilizing all of this heavy oil now. So when I started over here, I wasn't able to basically drain this thing down. So created the buffer, and I guess we finally caught up, which is good, because that means we can now produce plastic at will, and that's gonna feed these circuits. I might expand this. It's only 4 right now. That seemed to balance, but as I'm looking, it is using plastic at a steadier clip. So plastic might be the bottleneck here, and that's fixable by adding some more oil processing. And I do have plenty of oil coming through in the system, so that's excellent. All right, so Big Navi, right? Newest rumor, November, we'll see. I'd love to see some T's come out from AMD and actually try to get some more actual excitement. Been watching Tom over at Moore's Laws. Really good write-ups, really good videos, basically explaining, look, if this is what the Xbox is putting out, it's a 52 core chip, cut down from a 56. This is the boost. This is the operating range. Basically saying if this is what if this is what Xbox is getting, and we extract out what a 72 core might look like, CU, it's compute unit. That's actually what they call it, not core, compute unit. If a 72 or even an 80 looks like, and more or less estimate that what Xbox has is a little bit more than the efficiency curve, what PlayStation has is a little less, adjusting for boost capabilities and such, looking still at a massive processing GPU. That should play against the TI equivalent very well. So saw some other recent talking points around this, right, of Right now, if NVIDIA is really coming out that hard, are we going to see a big jump to get those 3090s or whatever they're actually going to be called? I saw a red thing up there. We're gonna go back to there and take a look, because I saw something that might be off power. If NVIDIA is really coming at that price, are people just going to wait and see what AMD is going to offer? And at this point, I would have to say yes. And to me, it's really annoying that AMD is being so cagey. We know PlayStation, we know Xbox, they're coming with SoCs, systems on chips. We know that they're based on RDNA 2. We know they have ray tracing. We know we have all of these things. But it just seems like they aren't quite ready to have the desktop and laptop conversation about what they are putting out with the rest of us. So, yeah, I'd really like to see... Yeah, all of these guys are out. Are these on pause? No, out of fuel. I'd really like to know what AMD has up their sleeve, if they have a monster like they think they do, if they are really going to put it to Intel this year. All of that would be awesome. Awesome. But we just don't know right now. Oh, I see the problem. Okay. So this produces plastic. But at the same time, this produces heavy fuel oil, which means this can't do its job if it's not able to process plastic. Plastic is currently being used at the hub, but I don't think it's being used that heavily. So that's okay. We can fix that. Get those other things back online. So let's go back to the hub, see what we need to use plastic for, and see if we can speed that up. Yeah, wow. I mean, that's a good problem to have, right? Of, look at all of this extra inventory just piling up all the way back to the source. So we'll see. The other thing that we have to look forward to is, of course, the Zen 3 architecture. I am waiting to build my next rig fully with that processor. So I am chomping at the bit for that guy to come out. Very, very excited about that. Okay. So it's using a lot of plastic per minute, but we are just producing more than it can use. Where's the bottleneck? Bottleneck here is just time. All right, what else could we use plastic for? So I really want that full fat next gen. That's what we could do. We could produce some more of this, because that copper sheeting is not that hard to get. I really want the more powerful CPU with that next gen GPU, so that I'm set up kind of for a one GPU system followed by an evolutionary increase in GPU in 2 years. That system, you're going to see me really kick off the channel. That's the one that I need in order to really start everything, to be honest. Okay, I need some steel, encased. And I'm going to record a video to explain that. It's basically, I have to balance between work and home for a lot of this stuff. Perfect, that's emptied out. So I was using this constructor, and I had a whole storage of copper iron ingots right here that I was basically just burning through and making that into copper sheet. So I have to balance what I say on stream, what I do, which system I use in order to do that, with work, for lack of a better term. I'm not building the right thing, although an object scanner is going to be necessary for another thing. Oh well, oops. I don't like the miners don't stack. It'd be highly convenient if they would just stack the miners. Nope, nope, nope. We are not going to where I produce screws. So current plan, November time frame, all of this stuff should be out. Decisions at that point should be made, and that's good. Okay, so 120, that means 4 smelters into 4 constructors. That's a lot of sheet. Good. Okay. Once November rolls around, we'll be able to kind of post the rest of the content that I have in my mind and really get the Marketing Makes a Game series off and fully running. So yay, November. November's the time frame I'm looking at for all of this. That should really be the kickoff for the channel. So if you are watching this, hopefully it is after that kickoff, because I'm not planning on pushing this hard right now. I'm trying to learn. I'm pretending like I'm live streaming. In reality, I'm simply recording it right now. So there's no chat, there's none of that stuff. It's just trying to make sure I know how to talk to the camera and make sure that I know how to record everything and make sure that I have the sound on, so that when it's actually time to go and it's actually important, that everything is as professional as I can get it, then we're good. Then we will know we're good, right? All right, so this will feed 3. Let's put one more splitter there. Now I have MK4 for the belts. I really need an upgrade to miners, and I don't know if that exists in the game, but I need to be able to process these guys a lot more faster than what I can do right now. I'm not gonna have enough space. Yes, I use keyboard shortcuts. I would say it's actually really critical to do the game to have some keyboard shortcuts in place. So if I look down, that's what I'm looking at. So we're going to put the constructors in place. That's really all I have to talk about tonight. Yeah, just wanted to give folks a tour of the base, let them see where we are, talk a little bit about what's going on in the chips, because that's all I'm following as far as news is concerned. No, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, I don't like this right here, by the way. Like, I built the wrong thing. Is there any way that I can just simply... Here. Is there any way I can just simply build the right thing on it without having to kind of start back over and end up with a pocket full of... All right. Pocket full of ore in this instance, right? That's how I got all of this copper ingot that I can't use. That's how come I have all of this personal storage that I can't really use, etc. So yeah, I am looking forward to being able to record the videos on the build. The last thing I'm waiting for the actual case, because I'm going to do the case and before really doing the build, is on the way. pre-ordered. Just came out a couple days ago. Super excited that it's finally out because I've been waiting and tracking this thing for a while. And so to finally see it in the wild and it being available, just super happy. Nope, why I didn't. Getting sloppy, getting tired. Long day. Long day building stuff in my factory. Not really. Long day at work. So the thing I've been waiting for is the Leon Lee Unifan SL20s. This is going to be a water-cooled, I wouldn't say behemoth. It's properly sized, is how I would put it. And that's all I'm going to say. It's a properly sized water-cooled system using Leon Lee's new high-pressure Unifans. And there's some people that already have their hands on them, and I'm super jealous. But, I mean, that's kind of what you aspire to. And I was watching some of the older videos from both Steve and Linus, where they were talking about Steve, Linus, and I guess Jay actually too. But they were talking about, hey, we got all of this product in, isn't that awesome? And they're like, yes, it's awesome, but at the same time, it's an obligation, right? They're not sending them these things for free. They're sending them for reviews, and they expect video and content and things to go up for those things. So yeah, they get stuff sent to them, but then they incur this obligation. I did it again. So, all right, that's really all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you for watching the video. Again, my name is Justin Gray. I'm TheGrayingTech. This has been Graying Gamer. These will probably be weekly occurrences. I'm not committing to when I'm going to do some games and do some just off-cuff commentary about things. But I'm trying to do this about once a week in addition to the other content, right? I'm trying to get the channel started. And in order to do that right, content has to be regular, predictable updates, getting into the flow of creating content and actually getting it published. So these for me are just, hey, I'm just testing out the equipment, maybe testing out some new settings. Oh, before I go, new background. Right, so I've been redoing the room a little bit. I'm gonna get some more lights to light up my cubbies back there, but I've been starting to put things in. My kids decided that they were gonna move Nature's Prophet, I see. So apparently he is now in a drawer there. And then I put some of the things I'm interested in, right? There's my motorcycle helmet. My son goes, wait, you bought a helmet? It's like, yeah, like 10 years ago, bud. Like, no, actually, I think that's a 7, yeah, about a 7-year-old helmet at this point, for my last Harley. So another one of those things that I'm hoping to be able to get back into if this is successful, right? Or if I get some more fun money from work. All right, so let me know what you think about that. Make some suggestions about what I could throw in there. I had a really awesome statue from Star Wars: The Old Republic, and I threw it away. I threw it away like 2 years ago. That would have been perfect in there, but who knows? Who knows at the time about, if you're going to be doing things like this and want to have something cool to show off. It's unpredictable. So I might grab one of those off of eBay, put that in there. But yeah, if there's anything other that you want to know or see or learn about from me that you think would be cool back there, I'm certainly game to hear. And then I'm going to be adding stuff, of course, as well. All right, I'm going to get out of here. I need to finish the copper sheet production, pair that up apparently with the plastic production and get some more circuitry created. And that's going to be my next hour, I would say. Thanks for tuning in. You have a good day. I just realized I forgot to turn the camera on. All right, so now I'm curious. So before I end the stream, I'm going to turn the camera on and I want to see how it looks. I said camera. I didn't actually mean camera. I meant light. So that is an overhead light shining kind of on me in this area. You can see the differences in the light tones on my arms, right? So that would be me remembering to turn the light on for the stream that bounces off of me. Hopefully that gives you a clearer picture. And I'm going to talk about this in the Marketing Makes a Game segment, but there has been so much learning I've had to do for the channel to even get things up and off the ground. Lighting is definitely one of those. Sound, sound. Maybe you would. You wouldn't believe how much effort goes into simply making this thing sound like me and picking up a little bit less of the surrounding area. So much effort just simply goes into making this actually sound relatively okay, relatively like me, and a little less robotic. All right, so I remembered to turn the light on at the end of the stream. Go me, hook 'em horns. And hopefully next time I'll remember to at least do that part right. All right, this time I am out. Thank you very much.